Hello everyone, this is Alejandra Gomez and I am featuring another quick and easy card. And this time I really want to focus on the stamping blends. And I'm not only going to be using two colors. I don't want to overwhelm you. These are the Old Olive and these are the stamping blends, the alcohol markers that Stampin' Up! Now has. If you remember a few years ago, we used to have the blendabilities and they were so fun to play with. And so I'm very excited that we have this line again because we really needed them to have something. And then I'm also have the color lifter, which works in a way a little bit like an eraser, only for like little areas. Really, you cannot really erase the whole thing, but you can pick up some of the color, hence the name of color lifter. So anyhow, then I'm gonna be featuring a stamp set that I have not used. I've got it like even a year ago or so, and I don't think I really used it. So I'm gonna be using the Remarkable You, and really I thought about these leaves because guess what? Don't you think they look like the what is this pattern? No, Painted Autumn Design Series paper. I mean, seriously, it has the leaves. So I figured it will be really nice to have a card matching with those. One important thing to note. Oh, and also let me show you something. And I am so grateful for you. I think that this is just the best saying, especially for the season, because we are about to go for Thanksgiving, and I think that I'm just gonna put I'm so grateful for you. I think that it will be just perfect. So anyway, one thing to consider is that you need to use Memento ink whenever you're using the blends. That way the color will not smudge as you're painting or as you're coloring, I should say. And so you just want to make sure you know those things. So let's see. Oh, here it is. Okay, so let me just get ready with this. Another thing to consider is that you probably need to have a piece of paper underneath. And I think you're seeing my clothing here. Let me just get, because on my table I don't think it matters because it's a stone, but the color will transfer. And this one is Whisper White, plain Whisper White. I don't have the thick cardstock. You could use it too, but I'm okay either way. This one is 3.5 by 4, so just so you have it. Let me, where's my, oh here, I'm like, where is, I knew I had it with me. So I'm just going to make sure everything is well inked. Whew. And I'm gonna put them like so. Let's see how this looks. Let's see. And I'm just pressing firmly just to make sure all the areas are well inked. I'm not rocking it, I'm just pressing. And voila. So here we go. I'm gonna, like I said, you really cannot use the archival one because it will pull the color as you're painting. So I just need to make sure this one. Okay, so, and you know what? Well, we are, well, I think it's good. So anyway, one thing that I've been hearing is that, so you have two sides of your pen, one that has like a little brush and one that is more like a marker. I tend to use a lot the brush tip a lot. And like I said, one thing that I've been hearing a lot is that you want to start with the darker, and like in this case I'm actually doing wherever I see these lines, so I don't even have to be that smart, you know, to do the shadows, you know, because that's something that sometimes is challenging, just figure out where to put your shadow. So this case I'm just gonna go with whatever this thing has the color. And so that's all I'm going to be putting so far. Oh, sorry. And now I'm going to go, let me just show a close up here. Okay. And now I'm going to go with the lighter. And that's another thing. Stampin' Up! Now sells only 2 colors. Like one light version and one. And see, I'm going to be pulling the color from the darker areas to the lighter area. So I'm just brushing it, right? So like I said, this time we only have 2 colors, or 2 tones per color. Where in the past we used to have 3. But I think in a way it's kind of better. I feel like having 3 sometimes it makes you want to use all 3, and I think that even with only 2 it will be perfect. You know, you don't have to do so much. And with the color lifter you can actually get your third color, because you can lift some of the color from the lighter one, and so it will look like you have your third color. So I think it's good. Okay. And like I said, I'm just pulling the color from the darker to the lighter areas. And one thing that you'll see with the alcohol markers is that you don't really see the strokes as your color. Like if I were using my regular Stampin' Up! Markers, you will see the strokes, especially for the larger images. So let me show again another close up. See that? So you see some of the marker, some of the blending already. Now where the trick starts is you're going to be using your lifter, and give it a second, but you see some of the color to lighten, you know, and so it looks really nice. And I hope you can see some of it. I'll do a close-up again. Now I feel like I also want a little bit more of the darker, like here and here. Especially at the base. And here we go. Maybe here a little bit too. Alright. Do you see that? And you see a lot of the blending already. There we go. You see that? Does that not look really nice? And like I said, it makes you feel like you're very artistic and really just coloring with alcohol. Now you can see here, like I was saying, you see the color transfer. I don't really think it's a big deal, since I'm going to be putting a piece of cardstock beneath. But if this were your only piece, like if you were doing a one layer card, then you definitely will see this. So you have to take that into account. So most of the times I lay it out on another piece of paper, so I think it's fine. So let's just assemble the whole card. And again, now these alcohol markers were released for demonstrators the beginning of October through October 15. And now they are available, or will be available, starting November 1. So you definitely can take can get them now. So anyhow, so this one was 4 1/4 by 11, and I folded in half. You saw me doing that. Then I have a piece of this awesome design series paper, which is the wood textures. And I really like that it has all these different, like the name says, different textures and different colors. So anyhow, it seems like I've been wanting to play with it and I haven't really used it. So this was perfect because it has that natural look. And this one it's 4 by 5 1/4. And I think I can glue this one already. And I'm using fast fuse as usual. I've seen so many things being done with this paper. Some of it has been Christmas cards where they cut like an oval and then stamp one of those reindeers in it, and it looks so cute. So I might give it a try also at stamping at this design series paper, you know. Okay, so here it is. Then I'm going to be gluing those two together. Actually, no, let's just wait. I also cut in gold, right? Because like I said, I wanted to give this to a friend. And so I am using the Lovely Works Thinlits, and I use the oval one and it says friend. So I'm just going to be cutting the word because that's going to be my main thing. And so let's just see. Alright, so I want to put it here, and I'm going to be putting it here. Then I think I want to have this one and a piece of, let me just bring, this is just a scrap of pure pizzazz, because I feel like it looks really cool with this one. So let's just see. I'm going to be using, let's see, Early Espresso I think will be great for this one because it's really dark, and I hope that eventually they bring Memento in other colors. Right now we only have it in black, and like in cards like these I want to use brown. So, and then for this one I'm going to put a little sticky note. More and more I'm using this tip of hiding the word, you know. Let me just see. Here's a sticky note. I don't want the, that's what I'm just gonna, so I don't. So I'm just going to be using that. Okay. And I'm going to take this one out. And let's just hope I go straight here. Can you see? Yes, I think you can see. Alright, I'm just going to be firm again, because I don't want to rock it. Wow. Love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Okay. Yes, because again, I didn't want it to say, and I'm so grateful, because I just want to say I'm grateful for you. And of course, you know me, I'm going to be doing one of those little flags at the end, like I typically do. And you know what, on this one I feel like it should go, you know me by now, I always have an idea in my head. And you know what, I thought I wanted to put this one, but let's just see, would that look weird if I put friend? Let's see. Because I want to do flags on both ends, since I don't have like a little flower or anything. I want it to be only leaves. Okay. Or do I just put it like so? Let me just see. I think I like it just like this, you know. Let me glue these ones down so that I can see. Okay. And I don't know that I said the measurement of this. This is garden green, and then This is 3.5 by 4 1/4. Yes, okay, so I want to put this front thing here. And I think I'm going to be putting this one here. You know what? I think I don't want the paper. I think the paper will be too much. Even though this is what I use for my inspiration. And this is where I got all my colors. See, I don't think I like, no, I don't like the paper for this one. So we're just going to put it out. And we're going to be using our fine tip glue pen, as usual. And I know I always take forever, but bear with me because I do love, love, love using this this glue, this type of glue for. Oh, and you know what? I'm just noticing that I have these little inside bars. Did it go up? Yep. Okay. So let's just put it down here. And this one needs a little bit of time to dry, but not so much. So in the meantime, we can close our glue. Again, you always want to close it as soon as you're done because you don't want it to clog up. You want it to have it ready. And then I'm going to be using our mini dimensionals, which aren't they the cutest? I'm still in love with them, you know. I use them all the time. So, and you know what? I probably will use dimensionals too on that one. Well, this one is drying. I have this piece of paper, and this one is 4 by 5.5. And since this one is dark inside, I feel like it's going to be really hard for you to, it's going to be really hard for people to write on them or for me to write. So I figure I need to have an inside too. And so I'm using the Painted Harvest, and you can tell I am in love with this one because you can see how loved it has been. That's one of my favorite sets. So I'm gonna be using the leaves, and I'm just gonna go like so, and 2 times, and then maybe here. Oh, I think I missed one piece. Alright, that looks better. And I'm gonna take that one too and do like so. So I'm just gonna put that alright, here it is. So I'm just leaving it at so because like that because it has all those leaves. And so that was garden green, and let me just glue this one inside. Oh, I had a little bit of brown piece, brown ink, I guess, somewhere. So let's just put this one inside. And so I think that by now this should be fine, and let's just put some dimensionals as well. I'll put the larger ones here. I'm just gonna put, and I know I use a lot, I always do, especially for this big of a cardstock, you know. I always put a lot of dimensionals. It might have been good also with only 5, but I don't know what it is. I feel like I really want to make sure that they arrive in one piece. I feel like it will be really bad if they arrive when you're mailing them and they're in pieces, you know. So Okay, the last one. And here we go. I am in love with this card, I'm not gonna lie. And I already have this one prepared. So let's just take the backings too. And we're gonna put it here. Voila. Do you like it? I feel you do. I hope you do. So anyway, if you like my videos, just subscribe to my YouTube channel. I also do a Facebook live every week, every Thursday at 7 p.m. Central Time. So go ahead and join my Facebook page or follow me so you get notification as to when I go live. And also do subscribe to my mailing list. I send 5 cards. Right now I'm sending 5 tutorials to make 5 cards, and I show them to you in a second. So this is one of them. Let me see, this one is not. And this one isn't either. I'll have to check where they are. So anyhow, oh, here they are. So this is one of them. Here's another one. Another one, and this one. The last one is not. So anyway, I do send the tutorials to make those cards. So feel free to subscribe my mailing list. And also, if you need any of the products that I used today, you can click on the links on the description as well as my blog at creatingwithali.com. And it will take you to my online store, so you can get all the products there. The markers, like I said, you can get them one by one. You can get them in a set, or you can get the whole color. So this time I just wanted to make it simple so you can see that you don't have to get all of them. Of course, it will be so much fun to have them all because you have more possibilities, but you can start little by little. So anyway, I hope you have enjoyed it, and see you around. Leave me a comment if you have any questions or if there's anything where I can help you with, okay? Thank you so much, and see you soon.